Hi guys, Cameron here, and welcome to another monthly hobby vlog. This is for July 2025, where I run through everything that I've kind of done in the hobby for the last month. Been lots of things going on. I've done a few bits and bobs, and I have, I'll say, been a hobby butterflying around all over the place. Kind of, there's been things going on, things that are now in the works, and the like. So without further ado, we'll get into that. As always, this is kind of just for my own, I'll say, diary note of everything that I have done this month, and kind of what I like to do in the hobby, and essentially this is just for me. So grab a cup of tea, cup of coffee sort of thing if you are going to sit and watch this. And I do apologise, I've got a very itchy nose because I've been working with a lot of super glue and not been wearing my respirator, so it is very irritated. Don't do drugs, kids. So anyway, what have I done this month in terms of achievements and everything? I have now painted, I think it's sitting at 575 miniatures, roughly, 14 tables of terrain. I have taken part in a charity event this month, where we raised, I think it was about 1,500 at the last count, for the ACVC Charity Veterans Hub, which I supported back in January with my tournament. I finished off commissions. I've done a bunch of Rohan stuff that was just lying around needing finished off. I have almost finished a painting competition for my team. I have started my own 40k stuff, and I've started planning my next tournament. Planning is a very loose term for what I'm doing, but it's in the process of it. So I have ideas, and we're getting there. So that's what I've done this month. Without further ado, I do apologise about this nose rubbing. Without further ado, we'll go have a look at my Instagram, see what models I've painted, have a quick commentary over that, and then we will be back here. So let's whoosh over to that. So this month we start off here going through absolutely everything that I have done this month. We finished off Napoleonic, or some Napoleonic stuff last month, with a 24-hour painting challenge, and then we went on to a bunch of Rohan. So this was a load of Rohan that I'd painted up but not finished for a tournament a wee while ago, last year, Alan Liddell's Fast tournament. So realistically, all that needed done was the bases on these guys, as I never actually finished them. This one I really like because it was missing its ankle, so I put it in water. And here we've got some Rohan Royal Guard. This was for Faramir and Eowyn's wedding, that my friend Darren, or Paints on a 22 up, took to a tournament. And like I say, this was just finishing off all these models as I had them lying around, and I thought it was a nice breakup from these Khorne guys, or World Eaters. So this was me doing some more of the commission that I had been doing. I love this guy, so gory. But the client had been asking me to do some more stuff for him, so I obviously kindly obliged. Got this done, and there's just loads of them. These guys, don't actually know who they are. I've got 4 sets of them. I put them in what I thought was the correct stuff, with essentially guys with shoulder pads and then the weapons and the likes, but I have no idea who what is. But yes, did a load of, like I say, these World Eater guys, and undoubtedly I will be doing more for this client, and honestly, they're gorgeous to do. Hate painting the trim, but they are absolutely gorgeous to do, and it's just absolutely fantastic. I honestly can't complain. Another one of my clients asked me to paint up a house and some road in very similar ways that I have done before, and I thought that was fine. And then we got onto my Elysians. So this is my Elysian drop troops that I got from my friend Gary, and I finally started to paint them. So this is the sniper teams. I thought it was very nice to put a little bit of terrain on there, and I thought it was just going to be a real cool idea. I then went to the ACVC hub where I played some Napoleonic games, and I got that traffic cone for Wellington. And here you see the collaboration post of all the stuff from the ACVC hub. So this is all our tables and everything, and there should be individual video coming out about this whole event and me and Napoleonic games and everything, but this was absolutely fantastic. It was 1,400 minis, if I remember correctly, that were on the table, and it was 4 tables, I should say. It was awesome. We then painted up this Airfix kit, and this has been sitting around for about 5 years, and I managed to get it done finally, which obviously very happy with. Clearing it out the backlog, it's not even mine, but it'd been sitting there for a good while, and then obviously onto my son's Medusa. But yes, we rounded off with 1,963 followers for this year. Very happy, obviously. There we go. So that is my Instagram look and everything that I kind of have painted for this month. We're now up to 575 models as of that Airfix A10 Warthog. And it certainly is rounding off. We're getting close to the 600 mark. I'm wondering if I can do what is effectively 2 models a day, so 700 and something it'll work out to be. We'll see if I can get to that point. Certainly I think it's possible, because obviously I finished off these Elysian sniper teams, which, another achievement for this month, started using magnets. Not much of an achievement, but, you know, little cool things when they come. So yeah, and to be fair, that's not my favourite model from this month. My favourite model is one of the Corn guys, the guy on the Juggernaut, kind of rearing up. Thought he looked absolutely fantastic, especially with all the blood and gore kind of that had been slapped on. I'm certainly by the end of it. But yes, favourite model is that, and then we have things that we're looking forward to this coming month. So things I'm painting, things that I'm doing and everything. You can see some masking tape here, and that is to mask off some stuff for the Arvis Light flyers, so I can have some chevrons sort of things going down here. But I will admit, they haven't been posted just yet. Well, they might have been by now. I've finished off some more Elysian stuff. So I've got 4 cars done, and then this big howitzer model. So what am I doing and looking forward to for this coming month? Elysians. More Elysians. Elysians. There's even this car, which isn't finished off, but is close. And then we've got Elysian Bilgrin, which aren't done yet, but they certainly are close to it, and they will be done. Other things that I could potentially do this coming month, always the War of the Rohirrim box set. That would be great, absolutely fantastic if I do it. And then we potentially sneak peek. This box will be Napoleonics. But Cameron, you don't play Napoleonics, you're saying. You're not meant to be starting any war games. I completely agree with you. Start off with, I failed that New Year's resolution with Arsenal and another game, which... Thank you, Dylan at Kelpie Games. That is another video that's coming. Hopefully, we'll see. But yeah, I failed that hobby New Year's resolution anyway, so it kind of doesn't really matter. Other than that, planning this tournament, if it goes ahead, we'll certainly see. I've started buying a few bits and bobs for it, so hopefully it does. But yeah, we'll certainly kind of see what happens. So Elysians, maybe some Napoleonics. Elysians for sure, because there's definitely more Elysians that are painted and are being sprayed literally
they're sitting outside drying. Some that are almost done, they just need the bases done. And then other than that, I'm not going to actually put down anything that will or won't be done. It's one of these things that I have the ideas of things, but Elysians are the be-all and end-all for this month. Anything else can be a bonus. But what kind of else have I done this month? Well, obviously every month I do, every day, sorry, I should say, I do a second of the day every day for the full month. And that is something I've done today. I've already uploaded the short, so you can go check that out, get my views and comments and everything up on that one. But we will zoom to black, and we will see what it kind of looks like in this video, obviously with the wider screen. So yeah, I take a second of the day every day for the full year. I've missed one, unfortunately, in January. And it's to do with my hobby. So it's like, what hobby stuff have I done this day? And it's just a bit of fun. You can obviously go check them all out. All the shorts have been uploaded. 3 months, 6 months have been uploaded. I'll upload 9 and then upload 12 as obviously a full video at the end of the year. And you'll certainly see everything. So let's fade to black, and then we'll come back after the 30 seconds, 31 seconds I should say. So.
I think we'll see.
Okay.
But
They'll torture Ross.
For Christmas?
fancy transitions, yeah. So there we go. That is the 31 seconds of my life that you have now wasted yours watching and seeing my hobby as it comes through everything. So yeah, this is now just the wrap-up portion. Hopefully you've had a nice cup of coffee and you've painted away a few things. I'm going to get on to doing the final touches to my Elysian Bilgrin bases and this. I think it's Assault Turok. Maybe this is a Turok and the other ones are Assault Turoks or something like that. This one's missing a few 3D printed parts, so I'll need to get them printed and painted. But yeah, I'll get onto that and doing some masking. And we will see you in the next one. Please like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Facebook, Instagram. Technically, I'm on Twitter. I might be on TikTok. I don't actually know. Use my affiliate links in the description below. Go buy stuff from Kelpie Games. I don't get a kickback, but I like putting food on the table for my godchildren. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you've made it this far, comment the number 575 times 14, so 575x14. So 575 models times 14 tables. Do that, and then I'll know that you made it this far. Thank you very much for watching. Take care until the next one, whenever that is, and bye-bye.